Estelle, when did you pick up your first hockey stick and get going?
I picked up my first field hockey stick in 7th grade in middle school. I played ice hockey since I could walk, and I was like, oh, this probably sounds fun. I'm not very good at soccer, so I'll play. And then from then on, it was no questions asked. I was going to play field hockey.
Mine was I went to a private elementary school, and they forced you to try different sports. So like
Right.
I'd always played soccer, but we had to do like a 2-week we're gonna play field hockey, and I liked it. And then if you looked old, like the older girls, they were just it was a nicer group of girls, and I was better at it. So I just kind of ended up making that switch because the girls were kind of nicer.
I felt that, I don't know about you, I feel like there's no youth field hockey programs at all.
Ours,
There weren't when we were growing up,
middle
at least.
school,
And
late
so that
middle
was
school.
kind of stink because every little kid plays soccer, but you never
There's
see
no
a kid
club
with a field
teams
hockey team with a field hockey stick.
But also I kind of get it. It's kind of dangerous.
Well,
I
there's
wouldn't
that
want
too.
a 4-year-old
Wielding a
swinging
stick,
clubs,
but
yeah.
Yeah, so I feel like that's the typical age, middle school, elementary school to start field hockey.
Yeah.
Yeah, you talk about the danger. When I watched one of your games, I was shocked. You guys just wear mouth guards and you're swinging sticks around. Is there a danger in playing the game, or?
There is.
Yes.
There absolutely is. But especially in the collegiate level, everyone is skilled. And if you're skilled, you're not going to be dangerous. It's very rare, and you know the rules. And our coach, Patty, is a ref. And so in practice, the minute something goes wrong, she's like, that was wrong, don't do it again, it was really dangerous. And so, and you learn, I don't want to get hit in the face with the ball. Averill doesn't want to get hit in the face with the ball, so you're not going to hit the ball at someone's face. But I think, we wear masks on penalty corners, so if there's a shot coming straight at your face, you have something.
Chantal should be dead.
But besides that, it's definitely super dangerous, but clearly not, I guess we're not as dangerous as soccer.
You're definitely going to end up with a ton of welts all over your
Bruises,
body.
welts, you get hit in the foot, you get hit in the knee, but
it comes with the territory.
yeah.
It happens. I know a girl who got her cheekbone smashed in.
There's definitely the bad injuries where you take a ball to the face and your eye
Done,
splits
yeah.
open and you're done. But luckily, we had one torn ACL this year, but it was the first in 4 years. So we've been really lucky this season, knock on wood.
Yeah. I think you learn, and you also just learn. You know the way the bodies are positioned, you know the way the ball's going.
Yeah,
so you know
you
how
can
to
see
dive
yourself
really
about to get
fast.
hit, so.
The movie Dodgeball, they throw wrenches at you, you figure it out.
Right.
Yeah. Wow, it's interesting.
It's definitely a
not
different
safe,
sport.
yeah.
You don't find people hitting.
I don't know why we don't wear masks,
Yeah.
truthfully. But.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, and going to your first game, it was interesting, the pace of the game, watching that. But as players on the field, when you're in the moment, what impression do you want to make on, say, a first-time viewer for your playing style or the way you approach the game?
Oh, I think that if I was to think, what would I want a first-time field hockey viewer to think? You would want to have as few fouls as possible because it is so confusing. The whistle blows and nobody in the stands has any idea why. But I think for us, we would say that we would want it to be controlled, a fluid, controlled game. The ball zips from stick to stick, and then it's in the goal.
I was going to say dynamic passing with movement. I wouldn't want them to see just me playing. I'd want them to see the unit playing because that's really what it is. When we have our picture-perfect plays, it's really 17 passes passed across and then someone just hitting it in the goal. So it ends up being aggressive, fast-paced play that's really using each other. So I'd want them to see everyone. I wouldn't want them just...
I think the faster the game, the better it is to watch. That's what my parents have told me, at least.
Yeah. And we've been playing like that. I know my parents said they just watched our game on Sunday, and my mom hadn't been able to come to a couple of the last few games, and she said she's never seen us play the way we've been playing. It's just completely a team environment, so it's fun. It's great. So hopefully we'll play that way on Saturday, and it will look beautiful and fast, dynamic, quick goals.
All right. Yeah. Through your time at Wes, what's it been like being an athlete but also a student here as well? I know in the NESCAC we have competitive athletics, but the academic work is pretty tough as well. How have you balanced that throughout your 4 years?
I think that I am my best student when I'm in season. I play a spring sport, I also play softball, and in the winter it's so hard to convince yourself to do work because you know that you don't have practice from 4 to 6:30. And so having such a structured life, knowing when your bus leaves to go to a game, when you have to be on the field for practice, it makes you micromanage everything and you have to plan your work. And I find that it has made me a much more successful student. So
I'd agree with that, with the exception of when we have a billion games.
Well, yes.
Because sometimes it does get a little bit overwhelming. But the one thing that I think sports has definitely taught me as far as being a student and being an athlete here is like resilience. It's going to get done. You're going to figure it out. You're going to try to plan in advance as much as you possibly can, but other things come up.
Right.
You get sick or I don't know, and it gets done. And I think that you never question that, and you just have to kind of put your nose to the grindstone and go. So I think it's tough, but it's part of it, and it makes you, I don't know, have a good work ethic.
Yeah, and I think the environment, probably not just here at Wesleyan. I mean, I don't go to other NESCAC schools, but even in the athletic department and in the athletic programs, our academics are first.
Absolutely.
Like if you have class, you don't miss class. Like you go to practice, and if there's any issues, like the coaches are very, very receptive because they know that in the end you're going to graduate and you're probably not going to go and play professional field hockey somewhere, but you're going to have to be.
You're not going to the Olympics.
But you're going to have to be a real human at some point. So, I mean, Coach Whalen said it in his fall meeting. Academics are 1 and athletics are 1A, and you have to figure out a way to make it work. And if you can't, then it's not for you. But
you figure it out.
You figure it out. There's 24 hours in a day when you need there to be. So.
All right. Well, it's been a pleasure having you guys join us, and best of luck in your upcoming games. We look forward to seeing you. Yeah, keep playing and keep the senior year going.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for having us.
Hope to make it as long as possible.
Yeah, it's gonna be a long season. This is just
going to be a long one.